Yo, guys, welcome to the podcast.
Just
What
podcast.
just podcast? Yeah. Yo, we always say like five different things, right? So, welcome to the valuable podcast. We're gonna drop so much value on people. People are gonna execute after watching this podcast, and we're gonna change their whole lives, right?
100%.
100%, right? Yo, so what's on top of your mind, Kags?
Not here.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
I was gonna say the same thing, but it's
Yeah, what's that? I was talking to a bunch of people about this, but
yeah,
what are you guys' takes on like different diets? Because I know some people like fucking do keto, some people do like intermittent fasting,
yeah.
paleo. What are you guys' thoughts on keto? Think
Yo,
it's for to build muscle
before
or
we
fat?
fully, I'm gonna keep the. I wrote this question down, but before we get into that. I have a quick little thing. A lot of people have been asking this too. Is Unicity? You guys heard of Unicity?
fuck.
Manraj, have you heard of it? It's a fiber product that real estate agents use to lose weight.
Oh my
You heard
God.
that? Remember that little
Is it this scam, bro?
yo? So like I've
Is it
told
that
you, I've been
yellow and
asking.
white thing?
Yeah, something like that.
So, bro, you know what it is? It's called unamate.
Una
Uh,
mate.
so
Yeah,
unamate. So all these guys, all these real estate guys, they're like getting into it because it's easy to sell.
easy.
And
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
I think you get like $45 per sale commission or something.
Oh,
And
jeez.
it's a reoccurring business.
Damn.
It's a straight scam, bro. It's glorified fiber
Yeah,
supplement.
that's it.
Have you seen this is being recorded, but who the fuck cares? Nobody watches it.
Yeah,
Have you seen that main guy that does it? That main brown family on TikTok?
yeah. I've seen it.
Yeah, straight scam artist,
Crazy,
bro.
bro. They're like traveling and shit, right? And I'm on my
Straight,
travel in Thailand. I have my Unimata first, and
yeah.
my whole day goes well, and I
My
keep my weight
balance.
loss.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Have you it's crazy, bro. It's literally I think it's a kind of a pyramid scheme. Has the guy messaged you about it?
No, no, he hasn't messaged me. I've had guys to ask me, "What do you think about it?" Because I trained a couple of real estate guys. I had a mortgage guy who came trained with me. He's like, "Yo, bro, I took it. I lost 20 pounds in like 3 months, but then like I gained 25 pounds back the month I got off it." And like I'm like, "Yo, it's obviously not sustainable because I just didn't feel hungry for like 9 hours straight.
Yeah,
Like I'll just have
exactly.
a black coffee and that, and I'll lose weight obviously because I'm not eating. But
Yeah.
then when I just got off it, I just feel like eating normally again, and I just gained all the weight back,
Yeah.
right?
It's bro, it's I don't know. It's like a
This is
scam. I talked to the guy about it. So this guy, he messaged me
yeah,
and he's like, "Hey, bro, like let's have a meeting or whatever." And then I was just kind of like, whatever. I just left it on scene because I already know what it is, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then he approached me like at the gym.
Oh, jeez.
He approached me at the gym and I saw him coming and I was just like, I just opened my phone. You know when you open your phone, you just go on the calculator and you just start pressing random buttons,
Yeah, I do
right?
all the time. Yeah.
So I just opened my phone and this guy approached me. He's like, "Hey, what's up, bro? Like this and that, like." He's like giving me this whole like pitch, right? And I'm like, yo, what's the product about? He's like, bro, we've done 19 million in sales and this. I'm like, okay, like what is the product about? Like message me something. And he's like, bro, if you don't want to meet for a meeting, then I'm not gonna tell you. I'm like, I'm like, okay, bro, I'm not interested, bro. So it's like they don't even tell you
Yeah.
what it is, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
No, the reason I brought it up was like transitioning into basically CAG's, the keto diet, was no one focuses on habits, right? It's like you're just focused on this quick result that you get, and that's why we keep changing from diet to diet, and then never really get any result because we don't stick to anything long term that is actually like healthy for you. So even the keto, is just like think about it, yo, in Punjabi family. Imagine you go keto, bro, and like say you're vegetarian and you're Punjabi and you go keto. Okay, you start having fucking butter and cheese every day. Sick. And like maybe I don't, you can't even have vegetables, can you? You can have a little bit of vegetables, right?
Yeah, a little bit
I
of
don't think you
vegetables.
can go over like 10 grams or some shit. Isn't it some
Yeah.
shit like that?
But imagine, okay, you lose 25 pounds, whatever. Yo, what happens after that? You just go normal eating. Yeah, you just gain it all back, right? That's not saying keto is bad. You just gotta see like a longer time horizon, right? Like
One of my
that.
uncles ripped keto for like 5 years.
I know a guy who still does it, a brown uncle. At the
Fuck.
gym, I see him so skinny. He's like, yeah, I eat steak every night. That's it. One
Yeah.
steak every night. That's it.
He used to be really big and now he's just like really
Yeah,
skinny.
yeah,
And he's
yeah, yeah.
yo, he's like, yo, I work out, but then like 45 minutes in I workout, like I just feel like everything starts to spin and shit, like it gets dizzy. Like he worked out with a personal trainer and
Yeah,
he's like 45 minutes in, an hour in, like he just cooked. He's like, I didn't
sorry.
know what was happening. I got really scared. So I don't really like go too heavy or do whatever. I'm like, yeah, maybe it's because you have like zero carbs in your system and you're
It
like
makes so much sense.
starting to die. You're like
Don't
fighting.
figure out the problem, just don't go hard.
Does he talk really slow too?
What
Nah.
the fuck?
Yo, so like this one, no, only reason I'm asking,
What do you mean?
Are you asking him if
no,
no,
I'm asking
I
him,
can't say that. This is recorded right now.
no, no, no,
He's like, does
no,
he talk slow?
no,
Bro, what the
no, no.
fuck?
I see this guy like at the gym. He's a brown uncle and he's on the keto diet. I think keto or carnivore actually. And he's really skinny. He trains I think twice a week, like full body, just for like 30, 40 minutes. Same exact thing. It's like doesn't have as much energy and stuff like that. But yo, he talks really, really like low and calm. And like you can literally tell like he doesn't have energy. You know, like when you're in like a last week of like cutting really hard and you're just like, yeah, what's up? Like everything is just slowed down. He's like that all the time. So that's why I asked that. It's like, bro, literally like your normal functions are slower. Like, yeah. But anyways, that's why I asked that. But in general, keto, I don't think it's a bad diet. After we
I just
shat on
think
it
it's
for 2 minutes.
very hard to stick to,
Yo,
especially in
I don't think it's bad, yo.
Yeah. It's
If
just
I
goal dependent, right?
Yeah, I don't think it's too bad, but I just think majority of the people shouldn't do it.
most people can't live without carbs, bro. They
I think
like
it's the
go out to eat and
reason.
they all they eat is carbs.
I think it's the reason you do it for, right? So like if someone does it for like the reason of like quick weight loss, then I would say like, yo, probably build like better habits first. But if you do it for like, yo, you gotta improve your blood sugar, you like diabetes, high cholesterol, you got like all these other health problems going on, lower inflammation, then it might be a nice little move to implement, nice little tool, and then you can taper things up over time, right? But if you're just trying to be like, yeah, I gotta go fucking Cancun, you gotta meet that girl on the beach, yo, and then I'm gonna lose these 25 pounds, get ripped six pack, even though it doesn't
Like
work like
you have
that.
to stick to it for a certain amount of time to get into ketosis, right?
Ketosis.
Like you
Like a
can't just
month,
get
I think
a
I
to
was
month.
about
four
to say
weeks,
3 weeks or something. I
three to
think.
Oh,
four
shit.
weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think most people can do that.
Well, it depends, like how like extreme the goal or like why is, right? Like if like the Cancun, like the girl is really hot, like you know you really want to go there, then it's or like if the person's dying, like blood sugar, that like you literally on deathbed, and the doctor's like, hey, keto is the only option you have. Like I think we talked about it a couple podcasts ago. Like if your back is against the wall, like if it's not a need per se, you're not gonna be able to get it done, right? But yeah, I think the why matters the most. Is like why you choosing that diet, bro.
Yeah, but at that point, it's not really a choice either, right?
I
If their
guess.
back's against a wall. So it's like majority of the
Yeah,
people that are actually doing it, they just have a choice. I think a lot of people are just genuinely lazy, bro. They just want like a shortcut, right?
for sure. And
Uh,
simple, convenient.
yeah. That's why like look at all the things now like that are so like all the things that sell very well
Yeah,
are things that are sold as do less but see more,
yeah,
right? So like
exactly.
everyone wants to be an entrepreneur because they think they're going to be doing less than a normal job, but making more,
Yeah,
right? Or with these keto diets or fucking that Unimate thing or what's that fucking Ozempic, right?
yeah,
It's like yeah, all these isn't it doesn't Ozempic just kill your appetite and you don't eat anything?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't understand how people do that, bro.
I
It
had a
genuinely
client who
hurts
did
my
it.
brain. It hurts my brain that people that make that decision.
A client did it without telling me. Yeah.
This shit, just
It was the
did you
funniest
leave
thing
him?
ever. Nah,
I'll
yeah.
just delete the profile off the app.
I couldn't. It was a unique case, but
What do you mean they didn't tell you? Like when did you find out?
basically like 2 weeks after, I'm like, yo, we're on this like stagnant. He's like, yo, don't worry, I got a game plan. I'm like, what's the game plan? He's like, yo, I'm gonna get my shit together. I'm like, okay. And then like the weight starts going down. I'm like, okay, sick. Calories look fine, everything looks fine. And then some days I'm like, yo, why the fuck are you eating so little? He's like, yo, bro, I didn't tell you. I hopped on Ozempic. So,
Yeah.
th- yeah.
But yo,
But yo,
that's
he got off it. He only did it for 3 months. And then after that, but he did a really low dosage. And yo, it's pretty fried how it works. I was actually like, after he did it, I'm like, yo, like, it is what it is. So I asked him like details, like, how do you do it? And then he's like, yo, you can literally go online and you can fake it. So he's like, what I did was it's actually a funny story. Yo. So he's like, in that morning of his online nurse consultation, doctor consultation, where they check do you qualify for Ozempic or not? He's like, I had to be a certain amount of weight for my height to classify as like I'm like almost like overweight obese. So I need this to like suppress my appetite. So he's like that morning I had 7 hash browns and like eggs So my weight went from 2013, like 213 to 221 in that morning. And then when he did the scale weigh-in on the online like live call, he's like, okay, so you qualify. And he's like, I told him I'm like 5'11" instead of 5'8" because they can't not gonna measure your height on the call. And then he's like, that's what qualified me for like the Ozempic stuff. And then he's like, yeah, it was like $100 a week or whatever, and you get like something sent in your mail, and you like take a little shot, and he ripped that, and he's like, yo, the appetite's fried. Like you feel like
Bro, you
low,
don't.
you feel throwing up and stuff before you
Yeah.
work out for too long. You don't feel like eating anything. You just feel low in energy. But a lot of auntie do it for some reason. Like a lot of older auntie. It's weird. Uh, but yeah, it's supposed to be if you're diabetic, right? Like it's supposed to control your blood sugar. But
But yo, all this stuff makes no sense to me, bro. Like, how do people make a decision but don't think like a year in advance or 2 years in advance? Like, it kind of
yo,
blows my mind how people don't think in the future.
but yo, like this is actually it's funny we talk about this specific topic, right? So this guy 3 months in, and then like we got off it, but he built those habits of eating less, and then after that we went on losing 25 more pounds without it. So it was a weird thing that like kickstarted his stuff, but he actually stuck with it. Like he was always doing the workouts even before it. He was doing the nutrition before it, but the nutrition was wavy at times just because weddings, shit like that. But then this almost like dialed him in a weird way. I'm not selling Ozempic. I'm just saying like this is a weird scenario because I've seen other people like try random shit and like after they just gain all the weight back. But this guy
Yeah,
continued to lose it, and
I
then
think
he
that was a
stuck to it.
rare. I think that was a rare case because he had you, right? Majority of
Yeah,
the people don't have someone as a
yeah,
coach.
100%, 100%. Yeah.
Majority of the people are like, okay, like, should I get a coach or should I take
100%.
this pill and just not eat anything and lose this weight? Oh,
Yeah,
okay, I'll fuck that coach and they'll just do this.
100%. Yeah, I agree.
So yeah, it's weird. It's weird to me how fucking people don't think in advance, bro. That's
Yeah.
crazy. That's like me going and just fucking buying some stupid ass like crazy car and not even
Yeah,
thinking about like next month.
yeah, that's true.
Makes no sense.
So I think more long term if you're choosing a diet. What are the, like, I would say there's a couple, actually, for keto wise, yes, no. If say like the goal is to get bigger, put on muscle, lose fat, get that, aesthetic physique, keto, yes, no, in your guys' cases.
I
Yes,
go
no.
no.
I
Gets a
wouldn't
thumbs
do it.
thumbs down. Yeah, me too.
No. I would just do a lower carb.
Yeah. That's what I mean. The keto has some beautiful things about it. Beautiful things about it. It's fucking weird, yeah. There's you can take like the higher protein carbs, I mean higher protein and fats away from your training window, which is great. So you can have your carbs around your training and then fats and protein away from your training. And if your goal is fat loss, it should still work for you.
Keto? It's like 10 grams of carbs, bro.
No,
No?
I'm saying you can take elements from keto.
Oh, elements. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You can take
Bro,
That's not
even if
bad.
people do 100 grams, it should be fine though.
Yeah.
120.
yeah, I agree.
How you guys feel about carnivore?
I don't even know what that is.
Oh yeah, fuck, I forgot about this guy.
That's like eating
Basically,
meat, right? Only?
whey protein
I
all day, bro.
What is that? That's just eating meat, right? All day long?
think you
Yeah.
can do meat and can you do fruits and veggies?
I think so.
I think you can
Some
do
sort of
fruits and veggies. That's it.
It's the same thing as
Maybe,
keto.
or maybe
I think
just
you do
fruit.
veggies.
I think it's just fruits.
So it's the same thing as keto, no?
Yo, keto, actually, it's probably one of the misconceptions, but it's way higher in fat than protein. Protein is not that high in it.
Yeah,
Fats
yeah.
are the main dominant source of
May,
calories, like
yeah.
majority,
But you're supposed to have like 100 plus grams of fat, right?
like a lot. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
but
100
people
plus.
don't
Yeah,
have that. I think people just have low fat and low carbs.
yeah, it's fucking weird. And they just do high protein, the high protein and veggies.
Yeah. But yeah, I would do carnivore, yeah. I would do carnivore.
I would do carnivore. I want to try that
I don't
out.
think that's bad.
I think it'd be great for the health, though.
I think
I think
yeah.
there's some autoimmune stuff that I fucking I don't know if it fixes it, but I know it like help clears up symptoms for like
Yeah,
eczema, shit like that, right? Like skin conditions too.
yeah,
So I tried out for that. See
yeah.
what
Yeah.
happens.
Lowers inflammation.
Yes. I
Yeah,
heard your shits get fucked though.
of course. No
Like you
fiber
just
for the gut, yeah.
like fucking rabbit poop.
That's nice, yeah. Yo, Vibes took the nasty shit yesterday. This was fucking massive, bro. Crazy. Okay, so carnivore, keto. What's another diet? Paleo is same thing as carnivore, right?
What is
Similar.
What
paleo?
the fuck is paleo?
Yo,
Is that
it's
like what old people eat? Like
no, no,
not
it's similar, but like I think it's more like vegetables and like nuts and seeds, and then like meat as well. So like hybrid of like carnivore and keto, where you're adding a good amount of fats through like nuts and seeds, natural stuff, less carbs. You're getting your carbs from like fruits, veggies. You can have up to like 100, 150 grams of carbs, but only through fruits and veggies and like nuts and seeds.
Why are people so scared to like eat carbs?
Yo, it's because the way these. So I took a course on this. I took a primal health course in 2020 when I left accounting, and like this was in during COVID time, and literally the biggest thing they sell you on is like you lower inflammation. Like your internal inflammation is like so high because all the foods we've been eating, all the canola oil,
Processed,
seed
yeah.
oils, all this stuff that we eat.
Processed shit, yeah.
Yeah, so like when you lower that inflammation, a lot of things start to get streamlined and you notice like skin health improves, even like performance in the gym, you don't need as many carbs. Right now your body is spending extra energy fighting that inflammation, so you need more carbs to utilize in the gym. And then their whole thing is like when you lower all these extra things that are happening, you don't need even as much fuel. You can gain the same amount of muscle on like 2,400 calories compared to like 3,000 calories because your body is not constantly fighting this internal battle itself and it's not going through all these health problems.
You know where I see that a lot, bro? It's like, have you had someone that's like pretty overweight,
Yeah.
and then you put them on a diet, and their midsection, like literally within like 10 days, a week and a half,
Fire.
is
Yeah.
so much smaller. It's cause
Crazy.
their inflammation from their midsection is like, bro, it's so fucked before,
Crazy.
right? They're just eating carbs all day long.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I see it a lot in that.
Yeah. I see
I
it
see
too.
it a lot in that. Like, bro, I fucking people like 2 weeks in, bro, their midsection, like, bro, they're like, oh, I lost 4 or 5 inches. I'm like,
Yeah.
and I look at the picture, and now that I have the after picture, I'm like, holy shit, their midsection look like
The
swelled
side
up,
to
bro.
side, the side to side
Yeah,
is fried, right?
it
Yeah.
looked like fucking swollen or something. Like it was
Yeah.
fried, bro. It was actually crazy.
That's
So I
true.
think I think it's good for that. But yo,
Yeah.
I would do these diets if I ate once a day.
Yeah.
I think that's actually pretty sick. What is that
Yeah.
called? OMAD?
Yeah.
Yeah. 1 meal a
One
day.
meal a
Yeah.
day. I think that's actually pretty fire.
Yeah. That's what I put in. So when I took the course, I like applied it, and like their whole thing was even workout wise, you don't want to do all these bodybuilding lifts because it inflame your system. So you want to do more like calisthenics type of stuff or like body weight, like goblet squat, pull up, push up, plank, that kind of shit. So I actually ran it in during like COVID time, and that kind of diet too. I tried veggies, meats, and like nuts and seeds, and like yo, I got lean, and I actually felt pretty good, but there was no pumps. Like everything was just dry, so I
Yeah,
wasn't enjoying it. But I kind of in my head, like after like 45. I'm like, yo, I'll maybe lift a little bit, but I might take this approach for like health
yeah.
purposes and just be like, don't spend as much time eating and lower the inflammation, be more healthy, more like, I guess, functional, if you want to call it that.
No.
Maybe transition to that. So it's good knowledge to have in your back pocket, right? And some clients actually apply some of this shit with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even that type of stuff, bro. I would do that like when I'm like in my mid 30s. Fucking
Oh,
one meal
really?
a day, bro. One meal a day,
Fire.
just train, just fucking be shredded,
That's it.
right? And stay healthy. Instead of eating like 4 times a day, that shit, that gets nasty, bro.
That's fried. What's another diet?
I think those are pretty
Keto,
much it, bro.
keto, carnivore. What about intermittent fasting? Is that a diet? That's not really a diet.
Like a
I guess so.
strategy, a diet strategy.
Yeah. Have you guys tried it?
I did it unintentionally for like the first 20 years of my life.
Fire.
Like I like when I was in school, I never ate anything from school. I only ate after school. So I only ate from like 4 p.m. to like 11 p.m.
Yeah.
Because I have this weird shit about food, bro. This weird phobia about food.
You didn't get food like in the morning, like a paratha or something?
No, bro. That but when people tell me they ate bronte in the morning, I'm like, what the fuck are you eating? That is that actually real? Like people eat bronte in the morning
Bro,
first thing?
bro,
That's fucking wild.
so many people, yeah. That's like a
I,
common,
yeah, maybe like on a Sunday or something.
yeah.
Every single day, I'm like, what the fuck, bro?
I
That's
get that
crazy.
pretty often, yo. Eggs and paratha in the morning.
Eggs and bronte?
Yeah.
Yeah, just tell them you can't help them no more. The hell?
It's actually easiest to help. You just like cut the paratha, yo. Then drop like so much weight so quick.
Yeah, I don't understand how people eat that, this or that. It's
Yeah.
weird. It's
Okay.
I don't know. I don't do
Yeah,
that.
I'm
But
sure you didn't do intermittent fasting when you were like 2, 3 years old, bro. I'm sure you had like milk or some shit. Your mom probably gave you milk. You said first 20 years, bro. Okay, I'm being too literal, yo. Kags, you go. Let's transition. Did you do
oh, I was
intermittent
talking about my
fasting?
school life. I was talking about my school life.
I know, but you said your first 20 years, bro.
Yeah, but that's a lot. I'm not gonna be like, yeah, I did intermittent fasting. I didn't do it for the first 6 years. because I was there with my mom. But when I got into grade one, then I started doing it from grade one all the way to the second year of college. And then after second year of college, I'm not gonna explain it like that.
Why not, yo? If people get confused. I get confused.
Fucking
I'm
hell.
slow, man.
People genuinely do get confused. Keg, do you remember
Yeah.
that post? Remember that post? I posted a slide of 3 workouts.
Oh
It
yeah.
says, yo, I posted a slide of 3 workouts. I think it was like a push day, like dumbbell press, shoulder press, or pec fly or something. And
Yeah.
and the whole entire workout was in the caption. And someone's like, "So, bro, you only did 3 sets for your workout?" And I'm like, "Bro, what the fuck?" So you do have to over-explain. Yeah, I
No
agree with
problem.
you on that.
Kags, you did it, right? Intermittent fasting?
I fuck with intermittent fasting.
That's sick.
I
I
think it's
like it.
sick. I think when I first got shredded, that's what I ran. Like I didn't like say I was doing intermittent fasting. I would just
Yeah.
push my first meal as late as possible.
Yeah.
And like typically I start at like 10 or 11 o'clock. And then as you get used to it and as your body gets used to the hunger per se, and bro, sometimes I have my first meal like 4, 5 p.m. And
Yeah,
then you
man.
eat
That's
that
literally
and
me
dinner
today,
and
bro.
Yeah. I feel like I get way more shit done when I'm cutting for that exact reason, yeah. It's just like in the morning, I'm like, fuck it. I'm just gonna have this coffee and maybe like one egg. So it's not really intermittent fasting, but like really low calories. And then like just keep working or whatever, do your focus shit for like 5, 6, 7 hours. And then after that, you're like, I'm done all my shit. I just have all
Bro, I
these
feel the
meals and
best.
workouts to do. Yeah.
I literally feel the best doing that, bro.
Yeah. You feel
yeah.
so good, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just coffee, work.
Yeah.
You
It's
even do
nuts.
like a coffee and a protein shake and then just report too, no? I think that's called like
Yeah.
a protein modified sparing fast, where the only
Wow.
thing you have is a protein during your
Crazy.
fasting time.
Yeah.
And
Yo,
that
but
way,
like,
like most people like they do intermittent fasting, they don't get enough protein, right? Because like they
yeah.
just eat like stupid foods and it's like they don't know how to get high protein within that short window. So it's like now if you have this 2 scoops of protein, you have 50 grams of protein. And then when you go into your regular meals, now if you just have to get like another 100 or so grams, right? It's a lot easier to do that than it is to ask someone to get like 200 grams in two meals per se.
I agree.
So
The thing
well,
is, when you have high protein that time too, it suppresses your appetite, right? So that's why people can't eat all that protein in the eating window.
yeah. So I usually go protein and then coffee. Just fucking protein, caffeine, game over.
There's protein coffee though, right? Out there.
Heard about that actually.
Yeah. Okay, so yo, intermittent fasting, carnivore, keto, carnivore, paleo. So many diets, bro. What's the
Vegetarian?
It's all the same, bro. I feel like all of them are
vegetarian?
the same. They're just like maybe 5% different.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, the main concept they're all doing is they're like
Low carbs.
process. Yeah, low carbs are a process of elimination, right? There's eliminating calories, so you're getting into a deficit, so you're starting to lose weight, right? That's pretty much all of them. They're eliminating something. I was gonna say eliminating, eliminating,
It's not
eliminate.
magic, guys. It's not
Yeah,
magic.
it's not magic.
I think
Okay.
I think people just get sold on this. That's why. I think if no one was selling anyone anything, these
Yeah.
diets wouldn't exist.
Yeah. Okay, so how would you structure a normal diet? Well, not like actual meals, but like if you were to take the good stuff from all these diets, what would like a normal balanced diet look like? If you're trying to build muscle, per se, or lose fat, the same shit. You're just less calories, more
What do you?
calories. That's good.
Yeah, I would have a high protein and
There
carbs
you
around
go.
eating window. I mean, carbs around training window.
There you go.
That's what I
Sick.
would have. That's pretty much it. Those are the 2 rules I'd go with.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I'm cutting, I would just have more of a fasting window. Like I would just push my meals to later. So instead of 3 or 4 meals, I just have like 2 or 1,
Yeah.
right? But you still want to apply those same principles of eating protein, eating
Yeah.
fruits and veggies, and then I think keto is kind of stupid for not having carbs. So just make sure you eat your carbs. I just have it
Yeah.
around training or have it later on the day.
I
That's
like
it.
it. Yeah. It's like if you so say for example, say somebody's really smart watching this, because I know a lot of smart people watch this, and they have their calorie intake ready. The way you and Raj said it, high protein and carbs are on training. Exact same thing I would do, just spread out the protein throughout the day, like in terms of 4 meals, just break it down into four if you can. If it's not ideal per se, then have it around your training a bit more and less morning, night. And then carbs, I would almost aim like 50, 60% of the carbs for the day around your training. So you can split half and half if you want. Uh, and then I would try to do at least like 10 grams of fiber per 1,000 calories. So veggies and fruits. And I think if you're hitting those 3 pillars, bro, you're golden, man. And depending on, I don't know whose calories is what, but if you're hitting your calories, you should be chilling with those principles, right? Simplified, yeah.
Yeah, I think majority of the people don't even have to get that complicated, right? To achieve
Well,
their
it's
fitness.
complicated.
No, bro,
What?
I think so. I
Bro,
think
yo,
majority
someone's
of people
watching
just
this,
need to be a
bro.
surplus or a deficit.
Someone's watching this. They're smart, bro. They want some complications, right?
Gassing up the 3 viewers.
Yeah,
Shit,
you have to, bro.
they're blushing right now, hard.
Yeah. So what would the more simple be? Just have your protein because most people, if you want to go really simple, people don't even know what the fuck protein is. They're like, oh yo, I thought this was high protein. But it's not. They don't even know what's
Bro,
high
I would
protein
say
food.
simplest case, pick a deficit or a surplus and just hit your protein. Done.
Yeah.
Literally everything else doesn't even matter.
But yo, if you can figure out a deficit, like if you can figure out like your deficit calories, then I think you can do a lot of shit. Because most people can't even figure out what their deficit is.
No,
Doesn't
no,
like
I
yeah
100% I 100% agree, right? But I'm
yeah
saying like think of the average person like that works a 9 to 5.
yeah
For
yeah
them
yeah
to prioritize their carbs around their training window, which is probably 4, 5, 6,
yeah.
right? Like shit's gonna get difficult, right? So I think there's
Yeah.
no need for them to like overcomplicate it,
Okay,
especially if their goal is to lose 20 pounds,
I got
right?
it.
Or build a
Yeah
little
yeah
bit of muscle. They will
yeah
see a lot more benefit of just being in a surplus and just hitting their protein, right?
yeah. Sure.
I think
I like complicating everything, bro.
I think when people I think I think complicating something and taking action, I think they're kind of like this, right? The more complicated things become, the less
Yeah
action people take, right? The simpler something is, the more action people take, right?
yeah
Because people will be like, "Oh, I'm trying to lose weight."
yeah yeah yeah
And I'll literally tell them, "Just go for a walk, eat 70% of what you're eating."
yeah
And
yeah
they'll
yeah
go on YouTube, they'll start doing this research, they'll start doing this, they'll start doing that. Some of them might even order Ozempic and start researching that, right?
yeah
Bro, just take the action, right? And you'll already
yeah
see
yeah
the progress and you'll already see the change that you want to see. But I think people will just overcomplicate it so much. It's like that guy in your live, bro, yesterday. Oh my God, bro.
the
Oh my
protein.
goodness, bro. I couldn't go to sleep yesterday night, bro. This
You can
year,
have lots of
this guy's
protein.
like, this guy's
Yeah
like, I read a study where your
yeah
protein consumption, and I clicked on his picture. I'm like, bro, there's no way this kid read a study.
yeah
There is no way.
yeah. He sent me the study afterwards and an Instagram video going over the study.
Exactly.
Yeah
That's literally what I was about to say. It's probably
yeah
an Instagram reel or a TikTok he
yeah
saw on the
yeah
study,
yeah yeah
right? But I'm like thinking in my mind, I'm like, bro, just fucking work out, bro. Why does it matter? Like, why are you so worried about a study,
yeah
right? So I think in cases like this, bro, I think ignorance is bliss, right? Because even for you, bro, you said so many times, you find out this piece of information and you overcomplicate it so much,
for sure. Yeah yeah
right?
yeah.
Like, bro, my best workouts are always fasted. I literally don't even care, bro. Like yesterday,
Crazy.
I was
Yeah
training legs. I was just like, yo, I don't really feel like eating. I just train legs, and I hit like PRs. I wasn't like,
yeah
oh,
People
like
want it to be complicated, yo. Because if it's not complicated
exactly,
enough, then they don't want to do it. They're like, oh, it
exactly,
needs to be like this
exactly,
special thing. They're like, I have to go do all this. And then they're
yeah
like, oh, they're gonna do it. And then they don't do it. But it's like they don't realize that if it's not complicated, it's gonna work best. But it's like it's not novel enough. There's no like appeal factor. It needs to be complicated for you to do it. So
exactly, bro. I
like
think I genuinely think life is like that simple, bro. Like think of like for example, for me, right? How many people? There's probably hundreds and thousands of kids out there that want to be YouTubers, right?
yeah
They're YouTubing, they're searching the best thumbnails, best editing style, best this, best camera quality, this and that. And I'm like, yo, fuck it. Who cares, bro? Just put volume. I'll just make a video every single day on a whiteboard. And then after
yeah
I'll do that for a year, and then I'll see like, okay, this is shit, this is bad. Improve this little thing, just keep doing it. But people don't even make it to that year, right? So I
yeah
think that's the same thing with weight loss. People research these 4 different diets, and then they'll sit there for 4 days trying to decide which diet's the best for them.
yeah
And then on top of that, they'll research 5 different training splits, and they'll sit there for another 6 days thinking which training split's the best for them. And then they'll sit there for another 2 weeks thinking which training split goes with which diet. and they'll think like, should I do the T-bar row or the chest supported T-bar row? And they'll genuinely just think just think.
For
Yeah.
years, bro. For
Yeah, and they
years.
won't even
They'll
do
do
it.
the same shit for years.
They won't even do it, bro. Cause I remember when I first started training, I would research like best back workout. And then I watched a video where someone was like, the landmine T-bar row is not good because like, you have to hip hinge and this and that. And I was like, holy fuck. And I literally sat down there. I sat down and I got a notebook and I just started writing out different back workouts. And this was me like 1 month into the gym, bro. Like it doesn't even fucking matter.
Yeah.
Facts.
I
It's
agree.
just, are you being productive or are you being
Yeah.
busy?
I
Right?
think it's like I think it's like a hierarchy, right? You have to, like you just said, that year part for YouTube, for example, or even weight loss stuff. It's like, are you doing the stuff consistently first? Like, are you like even going to the gym? Are you even like getting your steps? Are you even like tracking calories per se? Do you even know what protein is? Like, do you know the foods you eat every day? Like, do you even know what they look like, right? And then once you know that stuff and you're doing it for a year, you're like, okay, well, clearly there need to be something adjusted. And then you just adjust it. It's like, oh, okay, maybe I should like have more protein and learn about protein specifically. Everything else is fine. And then you apply that and then you adjust. Apply that and adjust, right? But the application usually gets missing.
Also, another thing I realized with the information that we have today,
Yeah.
people are so scared to make a mistake. They're trying to find the fastest and most optimal way to the end goal,
Yeah.
right? So
True.
they're doing all this research because they want the results as fast as possible and as easy as possible,
Yeah.
right? But they don't understand like no matter what path you pick, you're gonna make a mistake, no matter what. And
Yeah.
people are so scared to make a mistake, right? So it's like when I talk to people, I'm like, bro, when I started working out, like we didn't have macros. Macros wasn't even a thing, bro, when I started working out, even for you,
Yeah.
Rone,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
right? And they're
100%. Yeah.
like, oh my God, you wasted so many years of training. I'm like, yeah, bro, but that's everything, bro. Like, what are you gonna do, right?
Yeah.
You only know what you know. So it's like people are so scared to make that mistake or waste time, right? So they're just trying to find the best source possible of information. And there's people lying out there, and they're gonna get caught in that lie, right?
Yeah.
So
That's
they're just
true.
trying to sell something. Oh, this is the best.
Yeah.
Keto's the best. Uno Mate is the best.
Yeah. You guys remember the
Just,
Mike Chang six-pack shortcuts?
bro,
That guy YouTube? Like I was like idol, bro. I
marketing
had
genius, bro.
and like I was like, holy shit. I was doing his ab workouts, bro. I was doing that
Bro,
shit. The fucking V snaps. I was like, my low back so sore. I fucking kept ripping it. But like
bro,
I'm like my abs are still not here. I still don't have abs actually. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? This guy lied to me.
bro. This guy, I don't even know, bro. This guy in probably like 2, 3 years, he probably made like 30, 40 million, bro.
Bro, easy.
Like insane amounts of money, bro. 30, 40 million, like insane amounts,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Back
yeah.
in like 2010.
Crazy.
Just,
Crazy.
bro, just people just want to find the fastest thing possible. Yeah, it's insane, bro. It's
Yeah.
insane.
That goes to
So,
the whole die conversation.
yeah, just
Basically, make sure you don't choose fucking just for the reason of just being fast and don't overcomplicate it.
it's so simple, bro.
It's simple but not easy, right? That's the part. Like it's like it's
But I
simple, like
think I
okay,
think it is, bro. I
it's
think every
not,
time
bro.
you No, bro, don't say that. Don't say that, bro. The one person watching this is
Okay,
gonna use that as an excuse, like, oh, Ronit said it's not easy. Don't say that, bro.
but yo,
It
everyone
is
would do it
easy.
then, right? Everyone would
Huh?
do it. Everyone would do it if it was easy. Like,
But it is easy, bro.
but yo, I would agree with you if everyone did it, you know?
Think about it this way. If someone is losing 80 pounds, right?
Yeah,
You have to give them one sentence on what they need to do to lose 80 pounds.
yeah.
What would
It's
you say?
simple.
What you would literally say this, be in a calorie deficit.
Yeah,
That is very easy to do, bro.
for sure. But it's not when
It is.
mom brings fucking butter chicken at home and then you don't have discipline because you gained that 80 pounds for a reason. You don't have no discipline, no self accountability, no one looking out for you, or in your head, no one looking out for you, or you're blaming everybody. You have all these things going on in your head. In most cases, I'm just saying this generalization. But then when you tell them, hey, bro, just be in a deficit, you think that guy would be like, oh, wow, I'm just going to do it every single day for the 80 pounds. You think it's going to be that easy?
But bro, it genuinely is that simple.
I
Wait,
know.
wait,
I'm
one sec,
not
one sec,
agreeing.
one
I'm
sec,
not
one sec,
disagreeing with the simple part.
one
I
sec.
agree. Yeah.
So you had your first phase where you did a bunch of elliptical, right?
Yeah.
But once you decided to start working out, have you ever stopped?
No.
Yeah, because you just made a fucking decision.
For sure.
Obviously, you made thousands of mistakes along the way.
Yeah.
That's gonna happen. Everyone's life is gonna be full of mistakes.
Yeah.
But you just made a decision that one day.
Yep.
And it's genuinely that simple.
Yeah.
So every time someone's like, oh, my mom brought this, I had to eat it. The hell was your mom putting a shotgun to your head telling you like eat this?
Yeah.
Like, bro, it's actually that simple.
I
I
know.
think
Yeah.
I genuinely think people try to outsmart it and think like, oh, I'm just gonna cheat today, but I'll be on point starting tomorrow onwards. And they get
Yeah.
into that vicious cycle. So they push off the
sure.
hard work for
For
the
sure.
next day, right? But it's like they don't understand like today's the only thing that matters. Like tomorrow doesn't even exist.
Yeah. I agree. But that's the hard part to realize, right?
But it's not.
Oh, but yo, it's not for you because you've done it or you realized it. Yo, think
Well,
about it.
I'm
We
about to
wouldn't,
break my
bro,
laptop, bro.
bro, we
Bro,
wouldn't,
wait,
we
wait,
wouldn't
wait,
have
wait.
we wouldn't,
How? Yo, this
we
is
wouldn't
wait,
actually,
wait, wait, wait,
quick thing. I
wait.
agree it's simple. I agree it's easy per se. But yo, this reason we have a job per se, or whatever our job is literally accountability, right? To
Yeah.
tell the person that simple thing that's easy to make sure they keep doing that easy thing. But,
Oh, I
right?
100% agree.
Yeah. But if it was really easy, then they wouldn't need the accountability. You know what I'm saying?
I understand where you're coming from, right?
For sure. Yeah.
Maybe in the 1970s, where information was not a thing, I
Yeah.
completely understand it. You
Yeah.
have no information, right? Bro, how many times do you scroll on Instagram a day
Yeah.
and you see like mega successful people and they're like, just start and stay consistent.
For
Bro,
sure.
how many times have you heard that in your life? 10,000 times?
Yeah.
You don't need any more social proof, bro.
Bro, I'm not disagreeing. There's literally no disagreement.
So
But
I
think
genuinely think it is that easy. And
it's
people are
it's
just,
that simple.
it is that simple and easy. I think people just, when they
Interesting.
hire coaches, they're just
Yeah.
avoiding the hard work, which they genuinely are, right?
Yeah.
Because they need someone to be on them.
I got you. I still disagree. I don't think it's easy, but
I think it's
well,
extremely easy.
yeah. Everyone should have their opinion. So I'll leave my opinion.
Guys, what would you say? Which side are you siding on?
It's simple. I don't think it's easy though. I wouldn't consider it easy. Because like Ronan said, if it was easy, everyone could do it.
How many times have you heard that one, Raj? That's a saying too. Successful people say.
What?
If it was easy, everyone would do it.
And everyone be a millionaire, bro. It's way too many
Yeah.
crackheads up.
Everyone would be shredded.
And with that being said,
Easy,
some crackheads that are millionaires too,
easy.
right?
The way I think about something easy, right?
Yeah,
Like I think being in a calorie deficit, it's easy because it doesn't require a massive amounts of work,
for sure.
right? You just have to eat less, right?
Yeah.
If I was to say like building $1 billion company is easy, I think that's not easy because you need at least like hundreds and thousands of employees, systems, products, this and that. I think that's very hard.
For
But
sure.
being in a calorie deficit, I think it's extremely easy. You just need a number, bro.
Yeah.
You need your body weight times 15 minus 300. So I think that's very easy. And it's actually easier not to do the work. People just have to eat less.
Yeah. It's so the idea.
Okay, that made sense, right? Okay, I saw the smirk.
It's because the only
Yeah,
thing is because
it's not that simple.
we've been in the industry for so long, right? So it's easy because we know it, and we don't like eating in terms of like if I don't have to eat, like that's almost blessed because I'm more clear that day, right? But somebody who's been overweight all their life per se, right? And they like go out every weekend, like things like that, or like someone's just like always eating out because they're in meetings or whatever it is. For them to be in a deficit sometimes it's tough, right? And that's why they've been not able to lose that weight. But say because these guys know, bro. Like a lot of like, bro, there's one realistic guy. Like this guy knows. He knows what macro is, deficit is. He knows fucking tracking calories. He knows high protein, low protein. So many diets, but it just goes like 1 week of consistently, 2 weeks of not consistency, right? And that's where accountability obviously comes in. So even though it's simple, these easy things are not done easily by many people, right? For a
You
reason.
should break the programming that these people have been in for like
But
years.
that's
Yeah.
so I 100% agree with that. But I'm
Yeah.
saying the task at hand is still easy.
For sure. It's easy.
It's
Yeah.
so easy, but people just want to avoid that hard
So
work.
maybe we can say the hard part is the execution. Yeah.
But bro, I genuinely don't think it's that hard, man.
You don't think
I,
it's hard, but I'm just saying, like, based on social proof, like, yo, bro, if you don't go to the gym, if you just look outside the gym space, nobody knows nobody knows what a deficit is. These guys don't care anything about their health. A deficit is like, oh, yo, chill, bro. I gotta take baby steps. Like, I'm gonna start having like vegetables first. Like, that's even like a far step for them in their minds, right? So bringing them from here to here, and again, you can tell them it's like, yo, this is easy, but I don't think I'll agree with that. I think it's simple though. You have a call coming up, so I gotta jet.
Thank you
That
for
was sick.
listening to the
That was
podcast.
sick podcast.
I
Who's
Well, I
dropping
will
the,
say
We'll
that. I will
continue.
say this.
dropping
I
the
will.
diss track?
I will say
Who's
this.
dropping the diss track?
I will
We'll
say this.
continue.
Last thing. Last thing. I'll say this. Last thing.
There's no dissing.
When you give, what I've noticed, bro, when you give people more information and you give someone an out, 99% of the time they take that out. That's what
For
I
sure.
will say.
I do agree.
So
I've gotten better at that. Yeah.
tell someone you have to be in a calorie deficit to lose weight, they will instantly be in a calorie deficit. Compared to if you tell them, hey, let's start off with eating vegetables for the first
Yeah.
6 weeks.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna go for a 4.5 minute walk for the next 6 weeks. They're
Yeah.
gonna follow that.
For sure. Yeah. And these people, yeah, okay, I got a dip, but that makes sense. Good podcast, boys.
Later,
Thank
bro.
you.